Hello everybody, welcome back to White Hart Gaming as we continue our playthrough of Pentiment. In the last part we began to investigate the murder of Lorenz Rothvogel and examined the body, and it looks like he took a sharp blow to the head. We also managed to sneak into the library and uncovered that he potentially was very inappropriate, as the phrase has been used I think in the game, towards Sister Matilda. So we're going to have to talk to her and see what's that about. We also saw Matthew and Rudiger kissing in the library overnight as well. I think they did more than kiss, but we also didn't see that. So let's continue. So up into the church. Nope, got a cutscene. Andreas, wait. Andreas, Christ, there you are. Brother Vogslav, what's the matter? It's the Archdeacon, he's come early with an entire retinue in tow. He's questioning everyone who knew the Baron, but the Bureau. I've already told him the little I know. He expects to speak with you today at Norse. He requested you specifically. I went to Gunter's at Vespers to try to warn you, and you never showed up. Where were you all night? Honestly, in the library. I was following a clue and time got away from me. What? Why? No, never mind. Just let the abbot find out, and don't tell the Archdeacon. Anyway, he's questioning everyone in the chapter house, and he's keenly interested in you. He was with him several men-at-arms, a gaggle of functionaries, and an executioner. I hope prying has borne fruit, or Piero's neck will meet the sword. I'm aware of the stakes, thank you. If only I had a couple more days. Whatever happens, Piero knows you've been working hard on his behalf, and he's grateful for it. Only Andreas... What is it? It's just, as well as I do, the Baron was not a good man. I'm not saying he deserved what he got, just you think hard about what you tell the Archdeacon and who you tell him about. You understand? You don't need to worry, I've had nothing that implicates you. Not me I'm worried about. Sorry, I didn't mean to shout, you don't deserve that. What I'm saying is that in your searching you heard anything about a certain sister? I'd ask you to keep it to yourself. I'll do what I can to protect Sister Matilda from censure. That's what I would ask of you. Be well, Andreas. I will pray for Piero's deliverance tonight. You should as well. God bless you, Andreas. Do you have time to eat with me and some of the townspeople? Of course, I'll talk to Gret and see if she wants to come along. Where shall we meet you? At the shrine to St. Moritz. I'll see you there. Till then. My Andreas, yes. Are all the mothers from Tassing and their children? Well, no, I don't think it's all of them. Helena Pfefferin couldn't make it. It's a long walk up in her condition. And Eddie said Hans was too big for stories. Stories? I may have said something about your books. I like stories. Yes, maybe a little too much. Alright, add to the story, but first let's pray together and eat. Oh Lord, thank you for bringing us together as you brought Jesus' disciples on the road to Emmaus. With the breaking of bread between us, let us recognize each other as Christians and rejoice in our salvation through you. Amen. Thank you and your husband for this bread, Gret. My Yorick always says that bread brings people together. I don't know if I would say... It's in real trouble in testing if we ever ran out of rye. I missed this when I was in Florence. So it's just sheep's milk and some rye. Oh. Do you have bread in Florence? Where's Florence? South over the mountains. Last week the little lady at our house with the pretty clothes, she came from Florence. Father Gernot eats white bread, does he not? Yes, the finest wheat is used for the abbot's bread. Why? The abbot is a very important man, Paul. You have bread in my home that we call injuria. We make it thin or round and wide and we put our food on top of it. We eat it with almost every meal, as you love the bread of your home, so I miss mine. What's the recipe? Maybe we can make it. Thank you, but no. We use a fine grain that does not grow here, called teff. Surely someday you'll go home and can have your fill of it. God willing, yes, but then perhaps a day will come when I miss the rye of Tessing. There's a great danger that comes with the blessing of travel, living a life between worlds. No, there are almonds. I don't want to talk about bread anymore, it's so boring. Don't be rude, Bert. I would say I would tell a story, children. Have you ever seen a Bible? Father Tom. Yeah, Father Thomas has one, it's huge. My dad has one, it was printed here in Bamberg. Very good. This is a Bible from my home that I bought to give to the abbot. Andreas, do you have a favourite story to illustrate from the Bible? Or Elijah and the chariots of fire. Yes, the spectacle of a prophet carried bodily into heaven. It's always a wonder to see how different artists illustrate it. So now then, children, do you know the story of Jesus feeding the multitudes? Fish and loaves. My mum and dad makes loaves. This is from our Bible. How we tell the story of how Jesus fed thousands from only a few fish and a few loaves of bread. Why is everyone brown? Because where I am from, everyone looks like me. Why? Because we are as God has made us. I know Tassing seems big to you, but the world is much bigger than we can imagine. There are many people of many different colours all over the world. There are places where no one looks like you or me. Really? It's true, in Venice I saw people come across from the Mediterranean Sea. Not like Brother Sebhat, but people of different places and cultures even further away. Persians, Moors, Ottomans, each with their own way of speaking and dressing and their own customs. Brother Sebhat, did you know the Baron who was murdered? Bert. It came up when I was visiting the Duckers. Sorry, Marie. There's nothing to apologise for. We can't shield them from the world forever. They're still children. I did not know him, Bert, but do you know the story of Lazarus? He was a friend of Jesus. He became sick and he died. But Jesus brought his followers to Lazarus' tomb. He prayed to God, and when they opened the tomb, Lazarus emerged, returned from the dead. Jesus can bring people back from the dead. He can, Bert. One day, Jesus will bring us all back from the dead. Everyone who has ever lived and died will come together and be resurrected on Judgment Day. So apparently having my hat stolen is an achievement. I'll say nothing. Even the Romans? Yes, the Romans too. I saw one out of their tomb like Lazarus. What do you mean, Paul? Well, the ruins below the mill. They're Roman, and you all died a long time ago. But I saw one come out the other night. They were in white, like Lazarus. And stop telling stories, Paul, and you shouldn't have been outside at night. Andreas, what does he mean? I think I may have seen something similar the other evening. What? Really? Where? Same place, by the Roman ruins. Maybe Paul did see a spear of some kind. It's a very dire omen if that's what he saw. I will pray on this. Apologies for that, ladies, but thank you for sharing a meal with me today. I'll be leaving for Rome soon, but I'm glad to have spent some time with you and your children. Thank you, Brother Sebat. It was wonderful. Don't forget to stop by the bakery before you go. I'm sure my husband will want to see you before you go. I will. God grant you all health. I'm just going to quickly look at the journal. Note from Sister Matilda. I found a shovel that Sister Matilda uses in the garden. There's blood on it. I should probably ask her about it. Sister Matilda claimed that a shovel has blood on it because she uses it to kill rabbits in the convent garden. I should ask Sister Matilda about her stay at the Hermitage following Baron Rogo's last visit. Can't be a coincidence. I think she works in the convent garden during the day. The Baron and the nun, Mother Celia, reacted poorly to the Baron's appearance at the Abbey. Could she have something to do with the murder? I should find out what their history is. She's usually in the prioress house in the convent. After talking with Mother Celia, it seems unlikely that she would have killed the Baron, even though she may be protecting someone else. She said that the Baron hurt when the sisters were to go. There may be records on her in the library. I need to search the library to find out if there were any records on the nun whom Baron Voval harmed. In the Temple Library, I found a record of a mission to the nuns. There was a note about Sister Matilda staying at Hermitage for several months after Baron Voval's last visit. I should ask Mother Celia or Sister Matilda about this. The Widow's Curse. Follow Lucky. Try and fix Stick. The Archdeacon. Okay.
Victime Pascali
Bless you. Is Lover Boy over there? Yes, he is. Then chapter house is this way. Oh, Andreas, Hetty, Andreas, Gertrude, Master Maler, Margareta, Master Maler. Yes, it's me, sister. Do you think Brother Piero really murdered the Baron? No, of course not. Oh, then why did Father Abba have him put in the cellar? I don't know the answer to that, Sister Margaret. I'm sorry. Do you think the devil could appear here at Kiersau? No, I think people see the devil where they want to see him. Didn't see the devil, but I think I smelled his odour. The night before the Baron was killed, I woke up before Matthias and I smelled something in our dormitory. It was strange, moss and sulphur mixed with frankincense and roses. It moved through the room. I wanted to scream, but I was too frightened, and then it was gone. I'm ashamed I didn't cry out, but I didn't know what to do. Did any of the other sisters smell it? I don't know, but I think they were all asleep. It's just to do with the occult thing, I think. Thank you, Sister Margareta. God bless you, Master Maler. Doc. Guy. Ulrich. God bless you, Andreas. To a chapter house. Please state your name for our records, Jacob. Andreas Maler, journeyman artist from Nuremberg. What are you doing in Kiersau Abbey? The Abbey still has some commissions from other patrons. They need the money before I return to Nuremberg. Please write that down. I think we're ready to begin. Your Reverence. Then now, Master Maler, what was your relation to Lorenz? Incidental acquaintances and nothing more. Would it be fair to say that you did not feel you knew him well? Yes, Your Reverence. It's unfortunate, but I'd like you to try to characterize the man for me. Confident, overbearing, and used to getting what he wants. Do you think someone would kill him for that? That seems unlikely. Someone had to have a reason if there was something else, otherwise it would make my presence here somewhat difficult to explain. Now, Baron Rothvogel was murdered here in this very room, but someone did it. But the colonel believes it was one of the monks, Brother Piero. I have met Brother Piero and questioned him at length. Well, it seems unlikely a man of his age and temperament could murder the Baron. He was discovered flagrante delicto in the act. In blazing offence. He wasn't there, the Baron was already dead. He's gonna ask how I know that. Piero had reasons to send the Baron the lost his way at the insistence on dismissing the writings of troublemakers from Württemberg. As for his age and infirmity, I myself have heard of many cases in which a man of modest strength succumbs to the temptations of the devil. Once seized by a devilish fever, the poor sinner gains an infernal power that allows him to inflict grievous wounds, sometimes fatal. What I'm saying is that, in spite of this curious circumstance, Brother Piero is the most plausible perpetrator of this most vile act. I understand that you're on friendly terms with Brother Piero. You also interacted with the Baron both in town and the Abbey. Did you witness anything that suggested someone else could have murdered Baron or Vogel? Lucky Stormire argued with the Baron, a widow and tussling, and he's old as well. I don't know enough. He's a boy. He was Lucky Steinauer. I don't believe his name is coming withdrawn our questioning. Town stonemason. Right, what's the connection between the town stonemason and nobleman from Worms? At least the other farmers in the village told Lucky arguing with the Baron when he came to town. About what? I don't know, but the argument was heated. Hetty and Veronica Bauernreen witnessed it. You mentioned a third witness. Yes, Martin Brewer. Unfortunately, yes, the boy fled. Still, we will question the worm women about what they saw. And how do you approach that this stonemason killed the Baron? He's quite strong. Yes. I'm simply saying that possible he could have committed the murder. Your opinion is noted, Master Maler. Is there anything else you can think of who may have wanted to harm the Baron? I'm not going to get involved. Martin I've already mentioned. Yeah, Fenris. Yes, Your Reverence. Provide evidence to Prior Fenrich's motive. Please do so. I secretly observed Brian Fenric within the scriptorium. Was this an intentionally covert observation? No, I was working alone and I dropped something on the floor. Prior did not know I was there. Very well, continue. He wrote a note, a cipher in a book. It was associated with a volvella that used to encode something in it. Yes, what had he encoded? I am not certain, but it is very suspicious. Could you please, I've obviously not done enough investigation. Could you please confine your remarks to information at least to something useful? Now, do you have any evidence against the prior? Baron Vogel and Baron Fenric were exchanging letters about performing a magical ritual during the Baron's visit. You have proof of this? I have a letter that the prior wrote to the Baron. In it, the prior mentions that he will not perform a ritual for the Baron even if the Baron does follow through on a threat to implicate him to inquisitors in Innsbruck. An implication of necromancy is a serious matter. The prior's position would have been in peril, possibly even his life. And how do you believe Blair Fenric would have killed the Baron? I pray you will not say it was a magical ritual. I am not certain, Your Reverence. Troublesome wrinkle. Is there anything else to say about the prior? No, Your Reverence. Very well. Who else may have seen the Baron dead? I can think of no one else. A local thief, Martin Brewer. I'm not going to involve a child and an old woman who could have... Well, no one else. Very well. Well, everything else that might shed light on the case. Has Brother Florian told you about the note he found in the Baron's clothing? Yes, Brother Florian explained how he came to find it and told me its contents. Been entered in testimony on the register. I understand the implications. Who is the innocent? Not clear to me either, Your Reverence. Do you believe the murderer wrote it? Whoever wrote it was a talented scribe. I understand Kiersau has two, the elderly brother Adolf and the younger brother Guy. To be frank, Your Reverence, neither man has skill to write in this way. There's something else about it too. The style is just different. It's unlike Adolf and Guy's writing and unlike mine. Something about the way the first and second strokes meet on the A and the G. Whatever the particulars, it seems it will remain a mystery that stands apart from the commission of the murder. Unfortunately, there's more to tell. I found more notes. Notes written in the same hand on the same type of parchment to those who might have a motive to kill the Baron. That is deeply troubling, but again beyond the bounds of my investigation. In any case, I thank you for bringing it to my attention. Of course, Your Reverence. Thank you again for your time, Master Maler. But it'd be imprudent of me to opine on who the killer is, so I don't. Not at all. You're an educated man and have conducted yourself appropriately in this inquiry. I reserve final judgment, of course, but who do you believe killed the Baron? On second thoughts, I'd rather not influence your decision, Your Reverence. As you wish. Your contributions to this inquiry are appreciated. Thank you for your time and candour. You are quite welcome, Your Reverence. Until later, Master Maler. Until then, Your Reverence. Yes, I didn't think you were coming to this. Well, here I am. As a prior of the Abbey, if you can believe it. Did you ever talk with him in the Abbey, Andreas? Didn't believe that. You missed the trial, Andreas. That Archdeacon read all the charges and found him guilty. I put him almost every day. I didn't know he had murder in him. No, they want you to think they're so pious, but they're here to do is slowly drain the life out of this town. Calm down, Peter. Oh, here comes the professor. Did I miss anything? No, you're fine. Andreas? Not. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Look away. I know this was your doing, Andreas. Take it out with the Archdeacon. It has nothing to do with me. The Archdeacon wouldn't have reached his verdict without your testimony. I read it. I didn't say anything that wasn't true. You are no longer welcome in Kiersau. I'll send you a final payment to the gardeners. You have a long and successful career in Nuremberg, and may you never travel this way again. Has the time come for you to leave us? I'm afraid so, both of you. This farewell will have to be brief. From the going on, made it clear I was no longer welcome in Kiersau. Pray that time will soften Brother Abbott's heart. I believe my Andreas is really trying to help me. This is a sad parting, but inevitable. I had hoped you would stay a bit longer, but the world needs more than Kiersau does. You have grown beyond this old Abbey. become a master in your own right. I will miss you, my son. As I will you. Come, your masterpiece is complete. May I see it one last time before you go? Please, I value your assessment. The opinion of one old monk must little. All the same, I'm excited to see I finished it last. It's a masterpiece, truly worthy of the word. And it appears you took my advice to heart. What advice was that? You put yourself in the work, but not you interpret another artist's work but transform it into something true. This shows the world that it is as you've seen it, even if it's not what you might want to see. There's not much to say, so I'm proud of you, Andreas. What's this? Scrap of parchment. Never again come back, I think, yeah. I can't quite read this. This one, I'm not sure what this letter is. Sanders is still my brother, a dog sought by the geese. Thorn and I found a similar note in the ground's clothing. We found more notes delivered to others while I was investigating. Someone was trying to manipulate him into going to the chapter house in the middle of the night. Must have been read by someone who knew his secrets enough to provoke him. He took those secrets to get him killed, like someone pulling at threads that had been buried in the past. I wish I knew. Nurture yourself. If ready about it, your future lies outside these walls. I hope that you will have time to visit me once or twice in your travels before the Lord takes me. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Human father go not doesn't forbid it. We must have faith that better day lies ahead of us all. Bless you, Andreas Maler. God bless you, Brother Pirro. So obviously this is sometime later when he's died. So we're 7 years in the future. Let's go for England, why not? Within London mostly I was well received there, including portraits from nobility and prominent merchants. Did you encounter any Jews amongst your clients? No, though there were rumours of a handful of Jewish converts to Christianity in the city. Why? I have heard that a handful of physicians were naturalised as citizens after the expulsion. I wondered if they might have found a home in England after their recent ejection from Portugal and Bavaria. Surprised you care at all. In spite of your extensive travel and success, you're still not welcome into Kiersau. The abbot hasn't forgotten about what happened 7 years and all that long. I simply want to pay my respects to an old friend. Surely you understand that. I understand why Father my father Abbey. Expelled you from the Abbey. Fully expect a hero's welcome. Didn't get Fenric killed. That's what we're talking about. Archdeacon of the Mar who found him guilty. Why should I be held responsible for it? Andreas, get out. Or is he so rude? No, I'll just leave. The monks seem unhappy to see you, Master Andreas. Why is the abbot so angry with you? Towards the end of my stay in Tastlin, there was a murderer, Kiersau Abbey, a nobleman. The colonel panicked and accused my friend by the Piro of committing a crime. I helped convince that another monk was responsible, Prior Fenric, and he was executed for the crime. Got someone killed? No. Without letting an innocent man die, it was neither of those. I told the truth. It's not much of a choice, though I would have been scared. Why didn't you mention it before? I suppose it must have been a hard situation about the Abbey is still mad at you. The Abbot is still mad at you. I had to make some difficult choices. Maybe they were the wrong ones. I've had to live with that. Why did you come here if you're not welcome? I want to pay my respects to Brother Piro. And to be honest, I'm not looking forward to returning to Nuremberg. The commission is an obscure fancy piece under the pretext of a religious scene. My patrons just want to celebrate themselves and their wealth. I dread each new commission more than the last. Every step I take towards it is agonizing. But Master, you're famous and rich. Your work is wonderful. When I saw your altarpiece in Nuremberg, I begged my father to help me become an apprentice. I don't understand how you could accomplish all of that and be unhappy. I know, it must be hard to believe I was once very much like you. Once I wanted this life so much that I consumed my every waking thought. I don't know if I've changed or if I wanted was never really real. Maybe I've been a fool this whole time. I want life as an artist to be better for you, Casper. Learn from my mistakes, alright? Alright, Master Andreas. I shouldn't be burdening you with such dark thoughts, Casper. Come, let's visit my old friend Klaus. It's been too long. Shall I, Master Andreas? Hannah. Hello, Andreas. How are you enjoying your stay? It's been wonderful, Hannah. Thank you. Oh, good. You're in the best room you have. Glad it's to your liking. Is there anything else? I thank you. Until later. Till then. Gilligan. But Master Miko. Master Maler is hello and welcome to the Golden Hand. I am Miko Berger. I own this land house and run it with my wife Hannah and our son Killian. I believe my boy helped you move to your room, isn't your liking? It's lovely, thank you. Let's hear it. When you arrived in town, one of the locals said you lived here a few years back. Yes, I worked for the Abbey as an artist. I heard that you were involved in solving a murder. Say nothing. I am. Alright, well I'll leave you to your day. Till then. Samuel. Oh, Andreas. do it. You know it's the right thing. I don't understand why this is so hard for you. That's Martin, that's gotta be. Otto, I'm scared. Dangerous to trust the abbot. Would you prefer the alternative? You don't need to do that, Otto. I understand I'm just... Andreas Maler? Good to see you again, old friend. Otto, you're looking well. It's my apprentice, Casper Ziegler from Strasbourg. That answers that. I thought it might be your son. We don't grow them that fast, even in Nuremberg. We grow fast enough around here. Even I just had our first little Otto, though we call him Otz. Congratulations to you both. That's wonderful news, thank you. It's been a trial with Dad gone, but Clara and Ursula help out where they can. He lived a surprisingly long time, considering his profession and previous stroke. Not long enough for me, not long enough for Otz. Dr. Schultz said it was another stroke while he was sleeping, thankfully. I never even wrote to you about my father's death, Andreas. Why didn't you write back? I'm sorry, I just got busy after I left Tassing. Sorry to interrupt, I should be heading back. I feel like I remember your face, but I can't place it. That's Martin. Oh, don't hurt yourself, it's me, Martin. Remember? You've grown. It's been known to happen with children. As much as I love whiling away the hours in the meadow, I have a lot to attend to. But I'll see you at the meeting later. Andreas, until later. Good to see you, Martin. Good to see you, Martin. There's something happening in town. We've picked an interesting time to visit. Come by the town commons in a while. I think you'll be interested to hear what I have to say. If they realize you're in the business of giving speeches, I'll definitely attend. Sounds good. Till then. I thought I'd gone off to restriction towns where you can't even gather sticks without a fee. Well, I assume the journal's going to be empty now, yeah. Is Peggy even going to be here? Other Bolshlav uses time in almost all the apples cooking my bakeries very easily. Thomas. Andreas, I heard you were back in Tassing. God bless you. God bless you, Father Thomas. It's good to see you again. Hopefully this will be less eventful than the last. I think there's enough going on as it is. We have a bonfire for St. John's Eve tomorrow night. People get up to all sorts of mischief. And then it's my job to hear their confessions in the days that follow. Not to mention the grumbling the peasants are making. That's just talk, brother. No need to scare our guests with such things. I'm sure if there is trouble, Master Maler will be the first to stick his nose in it. Ain't nothing. It's easy enough for you to come and go. You don't have to live with the consequences. But my finish was the executed. Father Abbot made Matthew the new prior. Fenric may have been annoying, but Matthew is even worse. Thanks for that. It would have been better for everybody if you had simply allowed Brother Pierre to die. After all, any other viewers left anyway. You're a buffoon and a coward who hides behind his habit. Friends, there's no need for such ire. Forgive me, Father Thomas, I let my passions get the better of me. Besides, that's not even why I came down here. I just came to speak to you on the Abbot's behalf, Andreas. Father Colonel would like to invite you to come to the library tomorrow morning if you're interested in purchasing one of some of our books. The Abbot just had me run off and now he wants me back. I don't know the mind of Father Abbot. I just do what he says. The library is not quite ready yet, so does not see much use. You could come by tomorrow morning. Mother Illuminata can show you what's available. Mother Illuminata? Yes, since Mother Celia passed a few years ago. I suppose the Illuminata knows that the library better than anybody. Alright, turn to accept me. I'm sure be overjoyed. And Andreas, I apologize for my husband before. Trash. Brother Piero was a pious man and a skilled artist. We miss him. Just nod. Now, Father Thomas, do you have a moment to speak inside the church? Yes, I think so. Why? Private matter. Oh, of course. Till tomorrow. God bless you, Andreas. I've been specifically warned not to come back. I assume Campion's now gone. I can imagine. The house down here. Looks like it's upstairs in disrepair. But if there was actually a warning that this would have led to the act, I would have actually made sure I did stuff. But yeah, I'm going to assume that she's dead as well, I think. And her house. There we go. Andreas. I'm sorry, Klaus. I know it's been a long time. It's got a printing press. 7 years. 7 years and nothing from my friend Andreas. First buried them Marie just after Magdalene was born. Oh, I've always thought highly of you. I can't believe you didn't write back after I told you they'd passed. Didn't know what to say. Something. Anything. I'm sorry your son died, Klaus. I'm sorry your wife died, Klaus. How are you? Was the great speaker really at loss for words? Too late for that now, though. Likes you. The business seems to have grown. What are you printing? 12 articles. They were originally written by Swabian peasants who were demanding change from their lords. Freedom from serfdom, freedom to hunt new thoughts full intended, freedom from compulsory labour. Abolition of the inheritance tax, fair appraisal of rent, the return of property to common use and ownership. Sounds commie to me. Bavaria isn't Swabia, but their complaints are just as valid for the peasants of Tassing. Ah, so this is Otto's schools. They call Yuri already, The abbot has been squeezing the peasants for years, now he's squeezing the townsfolk, and we're pushing back. Cause is righteous, Andreas. If you haven't seen the gardeners lately, you should visit them. And Andreas, had you print these? Yes, why? Well, I don't think he could read. He can't, but just about everybody else in town can. He speaks, I print. Just trying to do my part, I suppose. I'm sorry, I'm still not in the mood for this late reunion. Come back for dinner tomorrow. You go to the Commons, hear what all has to say. It's worth hearing. I understand. Until later, Klaus. Until then. Everyone listen. You'll know that while we're here, nothing I'm going to say will be a surprise. The thing I'm going to say here hasn't already been spoken behind closed doors, whispered to your neighbours. Nothing I'm going to say is untruthful, so it's time we started saying it openly. Year after year, the Abbey has found new ways to tax the peasants. Piece by piece, the Abbey has taken away our rights to use our God's forest to protect our families. Law after law gets implemented restrictions on how we pay rent. They want somewhere we can move, who we can rent. And now the death tax, which once claimed our best animals and common, takes half of our estate. No consideration for widows, no consideration for children. But the town council, the rat house. Surely that is a sign that the Abbot wishes to share his power, to listen to our grievances. You have a good heart, Ulrich. You always want to see the best in people, but no. The council was a way for the Abbot to divide us, to pit our favourite few against the many. This is not charity, no, only greed and desperation drive for Gernot. Good thing that if the Abbot could, he'd steal a dead man's soul from heaven itself. And when we protested, what did Father Gernot do? He locked the shrine of St. Moritz. We won't allow the people of this town, the farmers of this land, to pray before the relic. Now when we most need the intercession of our saint, the Abbot has shut us out. Father Gernot's actions aren't just, they aren't Christian. We endured this abuse for too long. It's time we let the Abbot know we won't take any more. Stop this foolish. Soldiers are already patrolling nearby towns. If you push against the Abbey, you'll incur the Duke's wrath. You could get the town razed and everyone killed. Hannah's right, the Duke is a powerful force in Bavaria, playing a dangerous game also. You lot are no match for trained soldiers. If you don't relent, you'll be ground in dust like the Swabian peasants. You could always grind up. You instead lent her. Don't be shy. Speak up if you have cause. It won't be overrun. The peasants of Strasbourg will be able to take the city and have their cause heard. If the people can get the Archbishop of Strasbourg to listen to them, then we can do the same with the Abbot. Master Andreas, do you think my family in Salzburg is alright? I don't know, Caspar. We can find out. Alright. Enough is enough. We can't stand by while the Abbot continues treating us poorly. People all over Swabia are taking back their God-given rights. Why shouldn't we do the same? Well spoken, Martin. Everyone ought to consider what he said. Meyer has proved dependable the last 3 years. But if the words of men can persuade you, perhaps a sign from a greater power will. The Abbot may have locked us out of our saint shrine. God has shown me that he is with us. think that we should all say for now. Thank you for coming. Good day, Andreas. Wow, it's been too long. I'd love to see you again. Hello, Andreas. I'm surprised to see you after your longest fussing. This rate, we thought we'd never see you again. I was on the road back to Nuremberg, actually. I wanted to tell you all getting on. No, things are not good at all. We're in the middle of a strange season. Ah, you found the dirt nurse. Your speech was very rousing too. I swear I get better each time. I hope the Duke doesn't catch you with a... Are you looking for trouble, though? Of course not, but I understand what might happen if the abbot doesn't listen to reason. Even so, the people here can't go on like this. Something has to change. I'm just concerned for what might happen here, that's all. It's appreciated, but we know the risks. Yeah. Don't quite feel comfortable discussing with you, Maler, no offence. Besides, I'd like to do a surprise for everyone, especially the abbot. Anyway, Andreas, you and yours should come by the house for supper. We'd be delighted to have you. That sounds wonderful, Clara will be there. So, Otto's speech was attended by almost everyone in Tassing. He spoke of many problems both the townsfolk and the peasants have with the abbot's regulations. Most people agreed with him, but Leonhard Muller and Hanno Bergerin were worried by the Jew's intervention. He also hinted at receiving a sign of God's favour placed by Andreas on St. John's Day. I ran into Clara and Eva in the Commons. Clara invited us to supper with the family. Invited us to spend time with the family over supper. I should head out for when I'm ready. Progress. 3 days I want to pay my respect to Father Piero. Oh yes, Father Piero. Well, I'll tell him with colour. I'm sorry, Andreas. He's a sweet old man. I talk to him sometimes on my breaks up at the Abbey. I'm surprised Brother Fennec didn't give you an earful. Well, I did before the unpleasantness. I'm sure he never shook up things at the Abbey for a while. Brother Guy made it clear I wasn't welcome at Kiersau when I arrived, so yes. What it's worth, you're still welcome in Tassing anyway. Dire's party now, still straight but require about it. Matthew has always struck me as quite pious. True, you wouldn't think piety could be uncommon in Abbey, but Father Piero not. Oh, you're in with the peasants, Andreas? Well, of course, Gunnar has been running them into the ground. On top of that, we can't even use the forest anymore. I knew we used to be able to go fishing in there, but not anymore. I hope things don't get bloody. Bloody? No one wants that, Andreas. But we're not going to get anywhere by keeping quiet. It goes well. I hope it goes well for you. Pray for us, will you? You could use St. Moritz help right now. So, Andreas, how's the married life been treating you? After all, after you left here to return home, I assume you married that girl of yours, Sabine. I did. Hope the married life has treated you well. Still have not found anyone. I fear it's never going to happen. Really? Not a single person has caught your eye? Well, when I was in Innsbruck a few years ago, I saw a real pretty girl, the Marquis, in Pitchforks. I think about her sometimes, maybe more than a Christian. You need to go back to Innsbruck and find that pretty girl. What? Really? Life is too short to spend time dreaming about loves you could have had, trust me. You seem to feel strongly about it, Andreas, but it sounds foolish, juvenile, you might say. Don't overthink it, just take my advice. Well, if I ever have the chance to get back to Edinburgh, maybe I will. There's something to look forward to after all. I thank you, Andreas. You are a man of inspiration. Pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Until then. Correct. God bless you, Andreas. I'm thankful you returned to Tassing after so long. We prayed so fondly for you after you left. That's very kind of you. Although I hear Tassing needs more prayer than ever right now. Tassing's peasants are struggling, and now even the we townsfolk are pinched by the abbot's restrictions. I worry about my husband is getting too involved with the whole business. You disagree with Ulrich? Yes, I do. I love my husband, but sometimes I worry that he focuses too intently on the details. He does not see that he may be both prudent and Christian. I pray that I am not acting selfishly, but the abbot's taxes have affected us too. What about Anna's future? Ulrich has been offering credit to Peter for years, which I've accepted, but now we can only bake so much bread a week before we go hungry ourselves. Can you talk to him, Andreas? Of course, Rabbi. I can't promise I'll change his mind. God bless you, Andreas. That's all I ask. Andreas, not what I want to see. God set out for me. But look, I for one am glad to see you again. Alive, you mean? You tried your best to get me killed. Couldn't even hold back to the Archdeacon running your mouth. You're valid. It was nothing personal. I had to give a truthful testimony of what I'd learned. Didn't think it all what happened after, eh? Good thing the Archdeacon knew how to weigh all the evidence. Turns out the prior is just as corrupt as regular folks. I still can't believe it was Heinrich. I'm not surprised. They didn't kill me, but you tainted my name. Folks whispering, well, they got the wrong person. Should have been the Mason after all. I'm sorry, Lucky Dog was not my intent. Apologies didn't bring word. Or petition does. At least most of the distance only whisper, unlike that shit Muller. So no, I don't like seeing you here, Master Maler. I can only apologize again, true love. Little else to give. Yes, but that won't make us all friendly. Keep your distance, alright? I'll get lost. Building something? Oh, the rat house, okay. And this was the doctor, wasn't it? to the Brenda farm. Big drawers around. Okay, Andreas, we're about to sit down to supper. Careful drawing. It will be my pleasure. Truly, I best to have everyone back together again, if only briefly. Keep an eye on that boy of yours, Andreas. See that he minds how much he takes. Young boys eat too goddamn much. Stop that. Andreas is our guest. I think you need just some grace. Fine. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. We pray again for our beloved Christine, gone now these many years. Please help us protect my family in these difficult times. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Master Andreas, why are we the only ones with bread? Goodness can't afford a lot of bread, they're being polite. Andreas, it's so good to have you at our table again. And with another guest, this young man, your assistant. Casper, yes, he's my apprentice. That would explain why I saw him writing that little journal. I remember you did the same thing when you lived here. See the postage first. Do you still draw in your journal, Andreas? I've been trying to spend more time on the land. It's hard to be in touch with God's splendor in a city like Nuremberg. And we toil all day, and that despicable abbot is starving us while he sips on his sacramental fucking wine. Neil from Dad, he's only just got here. Jeez. How have the fates been treating you these last few years? The Lord is testing us with another hard season, I'm afraid. That's all I would say. I've been miserable as shit all around here. Everyone seems to be coughing. Maybe you should be resting, Grandpa. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna do it sitting at my own goddamn table. The whole family's been ill, Andreas. Peter, his father, and you're still with him. Cough. And me as well. And me as well. Carla lost a child in childbed a year ago now. Do you have any idea what the cause might be? Andreas? It's alright, Veronica. Agnes just it might have been a fright she was given during the flood. She was nearly swept away in the flood, then the child came early. Agnes tried her best to save him, but he had a deformity of the skull and didn't live long. It's monstrous, not a very nice thing to say. Remain silent. It seems that the Lord rarely looks on tassing any longer. That's why it's time for us to take matters into our own hands. Please, can we not talk about this right now? George here was married while you were away, Andreas. Really? To whom? To me, Andreas. Why else do you think I'm here? Veronica, I thought you were just visiting. Of course, it's you two make a good match. It's been good to me. There ain't many other options in testing anyway. It's been a couple of springs and I'm still not used to being married. Congratulations, George. I'm happy for you. Thanks, Andreas. It's been one blessing in a dark season. With children soon to come, I hope. No, forget it. Ursula, what have you been up to, Andreas? I've been so busy with Casper's apprenticeship, I've never have any time to myself. But I don't have any children then. I do my best to be helpful. Ursula, maybe you should excuse yourself and rest. You're sick. But Mom, I'm still hungry. Here, Ursula, you can have mine. It's not fair that nobody else gets any bread besides Master Andreas and me. We're gonna have people in this town so we can't feed our own goddamn children guests. Besides, we all have work to get back to, don't we? Good. Time to get back to it, Andreas. We'll see you and your boy later. My apologies, Peter. We didn't mean to ask. They are welcome. It's alright, Andreas. He's just in a bad mood. It's lovely to see you again. Yes, thank you for coming, Andreas. Will you be staying for St. John's Eve? I think so. Good. Hopefully we'll see you later. Till then. So I think he said the Abbey won't see me until tomorrow. I don't think I've got anything else to do. Time for her to retire for the evening. There's got to be anyone around, is there? The other way. It's off the meadow, so let's go to the meadow. The sin of soul. The sin of soul. Master, did you hear that? Sounded like someone crying out. And his sister Amelia. She's a mistake, she said, maybe having one of her visions. Or is it Amelie? Sister Amelie, are you right? The Philistines, this is the hand of God. Comply, comply, Lord. Is there something happening? Complying? It's complying right now. Sister. Oh, the artist, Andreas. Are you alright, sister? I'm tired. Was I talking? You're having a vision. You mentioned the son of Saul, the Philistines, and complying. The first monarch of Israel, according to the Old Testament, Saul was divinely rejected from the kingship after disobeying the prophet Samuel's instructions. Comply is 8 PM. Oh, perhaps it was a nightmare. It is difficult to fail sometimes, even if a demon just took a mystical messenger of God. I wish Father Thomas were here. Would you like Caspar to go get him? If we could, yes. His house is just around the corner. Caspar, run and get Father Thomas. My apprentice, Caspar Ziegler from Salzburg. Seems eager to please you. He is quite enthusiastic, yes. I have little knowledge of the workings of masters and apprentices. The world is one of spirits, decoupled from the march of life and death. I see and hear your world turning from the little window, but they are mercifully small glimpses. You choose a difficult life. It doesn't look easy to be in there. The life is not difficult, but the choice was. My life devoted to God. My life belongs to God, and its trails are mine to endure in this cell. Was it her we saw at the Roman ruins? It's that bed. It's like a secret passageway. Your world is the world of normal lives and normal thoughts. It can be difficult to hear the divine, much less make sense of it. I have no will to be part of that world. I strive to have no will at all, but to subordinate myself to the will of God. When my will is God's will, God graces me with His will. He graces me with His visions, confusing though they may be. Surely it could be interpreted with Scripture. Few things are certain in this world. Scripture is a guide and aid, not a key to unlock all the mysteries of heaven and earth. I have faith that He wants me to be revealed that what He wants to be revealed will be revealed in time. Until then, my responsibility is to contemplate these revelations and seek counsel in Father Thomas. Sister, what is this hole in the ground? My grave. That seems macabre. I dug it before Father Thomas robed me my funeral rites. Before I was enclosed here, I dig a little more in it each day. Most people find it shocking, but this is my devotion, my vocation. Once someone finds their calling, they must answer it fully. What if the calling is wrong? I wish I could give a helpful answer, but I don't know. I felt this was my calling even before I could admit it to myself. Is your calling in question, Andreas? Is your life? Both, I think. I've lost my love. My love for art, love for family, love for anything. The last 7 years have been hard, and it was all too much for me. Don't lose hope, Andreas. The human heart is no small thing. It can hold so much. Andreas, thank you for sending Caspar. This seemed prudent. Are you alright, Sister Amalie? Yes, Father. I may have had another vision. I remember little of it. Master Maler and his apprentice heard nothing specific. That is unfortunate, but I'm glad you are alright. Andreas, Caspar, could you excuse us? We appreciate your help. I must send to her now in the church. Of course, Father. Good evening. God bless you both. Well, Andreas, I'm confused. What did all that mean? I'm not sure, but last time I heard Sister Amalie have a vision, it was just before the Bavaria was murdered. Do you think could Sister Amalie be receiving warnings? Perhaps there is a medical explanation for her condition, a fever, or say Anthony's fire. She may truly see and hear these things but not understand their source. I'm sad to think she may not be seeing visions from God at all. That's for her and Father Thomas to figure out. It's none of our business. Come, Caspar, let's retire for the evening. So journal entry was that? So Mother Illuminata will be waiting for me in the morning. Otto, Martin, and Bauer have discussion in the meadows. Martin seems to return to his adventures of changed man. Otto, thing we knew. Jasper and I passed by the town church. We heard Sister Amelie have another strange vision. She spoke of the sin of soul. And Compline, it's an upset in the neighbouring history. What happened last time I witnessed one of her visions. I think that's the end right there, isn't it? Go to sleep. We're gonna have the court. Did you drop this Caspar? No, I didn't think so, Master. You something. This is past tense. You were warned. Okay. You were warned, what does that mean? Warned about what? About returning? So it's nothing to worry about. Yeah. Let's just head up to the library, Caspar. Right, Master. Many petal cinefoil. It grows so easily. Some consider it a weed. Do I think it has a certain charm? What stunning collection of wildflowers, they all grow so plentifully in the meadow. Going on, let's just talk to him. God bless you, Andreas. Okay. You, Mirabilis. I need to go into the cloister, but yep. Cellar cemetery. I think I have to go to the church, don't I? Where'd he go? Andreas! Oh, I'm wondering, it's wonderful to see you again. How have things been in Nuremberg? I've actually been in London recently. Nuremberg is the same as it always is. Ah, well, it's good to see you in any case. Forgive me for asking, but how did you find the music in London? Lovely. King Henry is an avid supporter of musicians and plays a number of instruments himself. I know he was a defender of the church, but I did not realise he was a musician as well. So this must be before the because I'm going to assume timeline. This is Henry VIII we're talking about. I love her music, of course, but I am interested in what has been created across Christendom. I suppose you came to pay your respects to Brother Piero. I'm so sorry, Andreas. He was a wonderful man and a faithful servant of Christ. He was my friend and teacher. Well, despite the occasion, it's good to see you again. God bless you, Andreas. Matthew. God bless you, Andreas. Scriptorium, yeah, looks like that's where a secret little door was. There's a little window she would look through. So that's Brother Piero's grave. So he's 75 years old. Rest in peace, my old friend. Up into the Old Bailey. Hello, who is this? It's Andreas, Brother Edoc. Andreas Maler. Oh. Oh, Andreas, the fine young artist from Nuremberg. Not quite so young anymore, brother. No, you are still young. When you were last here, I thought I was old. I was wrong. Now I feel the true measure of years on these bones. Like the waves of the wide sea on the cliffs of Porthcragen, time has worn me down. But enough of that. Now how have you been, Andreas? Successful in body, if not in spirit. I'm sorry, Andreas. Tombs of young often do not survive the march of years. But take heart that the Lord is always here for us in times of sorrow. You see more at ease now than when I was last there. Do I? It may be so. I may have worked in a scriptorium beyond the limits of this body. It pains my joints and strains my brotherly love for Guy. But the scriptorium took my sight and use of my hands, and when it closed it also took the pain from my heart. The abbot is content to let me serve the Lord through prayer and contemplation, and so also contents me. I'm sorry, Andreas, but I must rest now. It's good to hear your voice at Kiersau again. God bless you. God bless you, Brother Edoc. So the scriptorium is closed. So is it going to be empty in there? Yep. The scriptorium fell into disrepair quickly after Father Gernot closed the library. Oh, Andreas, you're back. And you're still here, unfortunately. I hear you're a master artist now. I'm impressed. Still not going to kiss you. You know, I've grown as well in a variety of ways. I appreciate your interest, but don't be ridiculous, Andreas. I've matured past those days. Very disappointed, but I haven't been pining over you for the past 7 years. Was it that bad? No, it wasn't. Just let it pass, won't you? You didn't have to endure the tongue wagging Mother Illuminata gave me. Did you get in much trouble? I do some penance, obviously, and I had to help Sister Gertrude in the garden for a whole month. It wasn't horrible. I enjoyed working outside on the nice days. The garden is beautiful. I was young and lonely. You have no idea how boring a convent is for a young woman. You have more freedom here than I do, staying away from patrons in Nuremberg. Are you joking, or just that stupid? I'm not like you, Andreas. I never chose this life. My family couldn't marry me off to anyone of higher rank, so they donated to the Abbey. The amount was substantial enough for the Abbey to take me in as a nun. I was forced to take the habit. I loved my life before Kiersau. At least you chose your vocation. I was shoved into mine and forgotten. I had no idea, I'm sorry. I accepted where I am now. I'll make the best of it as I can. Still, it's a pity we never got to finish that kiss. She says she's changed. Let's just wait. I guess I have to leave you wanting. I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me, Andreas Maler. Till later, Sister Zendena. Bless you, Andreas. It has been too long. I know Father Abbot made clear to you an alternative left, but we'd hoped to hear from you. Yes, my apologies. You're right, of course. It's good to see you again, Mother Illuminata. This is my apprentice, Caspar Ziegler from Salzburg. God bless you, Mother Superior. God bless you, young Caspar. Master Maler. Sister Zendana. I'm sorry you have to see it in such a state. Seems to have very little use these days. What happened? After Baron of Vogel's murder, we had fewer and fewer wealthy patrons. The small number that held out lost interest. It's easier to commission new work from the Guild of St. Luke or individual masters in big cities like Nuremberg. Father Gurin also no reason to keep the scriptorium and library open, but most of the books here have been suffering of neglect. After Mother Cecilia's death, neither I nor Sister Zendena had the time to maintain our inventory. That's terrible. Kiersau was one of the last monastic scriptoria in Bavaria. As Brother Pera was fond of saying, all things change in time. Now all that remains are books for sale to interested parties, a test that Father Gernot has entrusted to me. And Sister Zendana, of course. Well, I'm eager to look for your inventory. Andreas, maybe you can find a book for little Marjolaine, something that's not in print yet. Upstairs as we can. Not this one. Partially burned around the outside, probably not a great gift for young. Wait. It's the same book and has the notes I found when the Baron was murdered. Whoever wrote this is responsible for writing the notes. I need to ask Illuminata about this. Let's read this one. Christians should know the legends of the saints, and the Latin is simple enough that you should be able to read it before long. Richard de Berry's Philobibelon is text of collection and preservation of books. Maybe this is where Nata and Cecilia learned all their tricks. Certainly a good book for a printer's daughter. Didn't mean to press that. Butchers Mancus de Alambalus. A bestiary book contains so much knowledge on a variety of topics. This can inspire an interest in the animals and natural world. It has beautiful illustrations as well. I do not have any books to purchase. Yes, just one. Was it the Golden Legend? Excellent book, even if some of the legends may be exaggerated. Do you doubt the light of the lives of the saints? Near not for me to find credible and incredible, but inspire me in my service to God. But you may find there. Oh, this is for Marilyn Druckerin, Klaus's daughter. Good choice for a young woman. She can read Latin. She can learn Latin and loads of saints. I hope she enjoys it. Is there anything else you need? Yes, Mother Illuminata. What do you know about this book? I don't. This is the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it? I've seen it on one of the lower shelves. I don't think it's in our catalogue. It's burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out where it came from? Who wrote it? If it's not in our catalogue, I'm afraid I don't know whom you could ask. If it was a recent edition, the only persons who would know are Mother Celia and Father Matthew. That's a shame, because whoever scribed this book read the letters I found while investigating the Baron's murders. The ones in the fine book hand, Brother Adoc told me about them. Perhaps he knows something about this book. He's been here longer than any of us. Why would a person who read the letters have shoved a book in our library? Well, that's the question. Whoever did it is the thread puller. Someone who's manipulating paperworkers and pulling threads to provoke someone into killing the Baron. I thought one of the brothers killed the Baron. He did, but the Baron was lured to the Kiersau by someone who knew Kiersau and Tassin's secrets. I'm afraid we can't be of any more help in determining the book's provenance. However, as it's not in our catalogue and it's really damaged, I doubt Father Abbot will mind you keeping it. Excellent, thank you. I'm glad someone bothered to save it from the flames. Next. So, where was he docked to? I think he was... Was he out in Old Bailey? He's definitely outside. Or was it Matthew I had to speak to? I think it was Matthew. Nothing else around here to find. There's a grave there. Another Celia, 1463 to 1522. So she was what, 59 I think? I stumbled up the writing and it's not the same. The writing in this book is not the same as Kiersau Abbey, but the hand is unmistakable. Right to talk to you. Seems very dire around here. No, I think I just gotta return to Cloister, I think. Cutscene. Andreas, brother guy, what are you doing out here? I think I know myself from. It's asked me to inform the townsfolk that the shrine is closed. Can't close the shrine of St. Moritz. Father Abbot has ordered it, Andreas. I must follow his commands. The relic is safe inside the church, and we won't stop the pilgrims from visiting him, but it's often his townsfolk. What? Why? The abbot has had enough of the peasants' townsfolk rebelling against the abbey. He is their rightful lord. The abbot has been more than generous, and he will not let these 12 articles trifles pass. The abbot refuses to leave the relic at the risk of destruction. The hand of St. Moritz is the only thing keeping the abbey open. But Tassing relies on St. Moritz just as much as the abbey. What about the favour of the townsfolk? then they can stop engaging in such heretical and sinful behaviour. The abbot is trying to protect the relic, nothing more. I somehow doubt that's the only thing on his mind. Will you question the abbot too, Andreas Maler? Have you forgotten that you are a guest here in Tassing? I pray the townsfolk and abbey can resolve this quickly then. As do I. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Andreas. Welcome back to Kiersau. Thank you, Sister Gertrude. All of Tassing seems to know I'm here. You're a big man in a small town, Andreas. World travels fast. Besides, Mosfinga tells me everything that goes on in Kiersau. Who's Mosfinga? Our convent cat, an excellent rat catcher. She's always wondering about your share sometime, Caspar. I don't like cats, they hiss and scratch. Surprised if I can actually get past the door. I can't even interact with it. Sister Hildegard are bringing Mother Celia's favourite. This bed. God bless you, Andreas Maler. God bless you, Sister Elizabeth. It's working for Mother Illuminati very different from working for Mother Celia. My duties remain the same regardless of who the prioress is. You were Mother Celia's assistant for so long, didn't you want to become prioress? I'm happy in my position, Master Maler. You weren't jealous at all? Jealousy does not befit a Benedictine. I have renounced that sin. As long as I may serve my God, I willingly serve in any position the prioress would ask. May it bring glory to God. I must return to my duties. God bless you. And you, sister. We go to Bruckner's. Speak to Father Thomas, see if I'm anything better. You're back. Good. We're almost ready to sit down and eat. Would you and Caspar drop care to join us? Of course, thank you, Klaus. Welcome back, Andreas, Caspar. Andreas, these are my friends. Benjamin and Rachel Sommerfeld. They're on their way back to Prague. Good day. Hello, excuse me for not getting up. It's a bit difficult. Well, of course I understand. It's nice to meet you both. Sound like a real word, Klaus. She's learning more of them every day. She'll be reading before long. That's a wonderful segue to the gift that I brought her. Oh? Look. When's her birthday? Later this month. See? It's perfect. The Golden Ledger, not a bad choice. I don't think I have any printed copies. Maybe you can make one now. Thanks for this. It's a nice thought. We should probably pray before we eat, assuming the Summerfields don't mind. Not at all. We're accustomed to being guests in Christian homes. Thank you for asking, Klaus. Alright, I'll lead the prayer then. So are they not Christian then? Bless us, O Lord, in these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord, Amen. I'll thank you again for letting us stay here. It's been such a long trip. Oh, is it time? No, I'm fine, I think. Just sore everywhere. So Benjamin and Rachel, so are they Jewish then? Anyway, we hope to get home weeks ago, but the fighting has made us slow progress from Basel. Tassing is hardly on the way to Prague. We'd rather not get caught up in battles between the Scribbling League and peasants, so we've been taking a strange route. We were in Basel to do business, but we didn't want to overstay our welcome. Is it really so bad for Jews there? Yeah, they are Jewish. Let's say they've gone back and forth enough on Jews and Basel that it's best not to feel too comfortable. We felt comfortable enough with our host, but Benjamin is right, we couldn't stay long. Do you know the printer, Johann Froben? How could I not? He's doing Basel inspired Swiss printing. He has incredible artists working for him. All true, and we certainly don't mind that he's published books in Hebrew. That's why we visited. Benjamin and I are creating a Hebrew type for him. It turns out that when your town banishes all the Jews, you have a more difficult time finding Jews to work for you. Who could have guessed? I just wish it hadn't taken us so long to get home. We have so far to go still. Lucky timing for me though. May I have 2 printers and master artists at my dinner table? True, it isn't all misfortune. Just hasn't seen this many artists under one roof in a while. What have you been working on in Prague? Benjamin is trying to create a more readable script for Yiddish. You have typefaces for Hebrew, but it would be nice to have something separate for Yiddish. I suppose that would be a little easier to read than the Hebrew square type. Yes, exactly, spoken like a man who understands the value of legibility. We expect our rabbis and the boys in the Yashivov to read Hebrew in standard type, but it's difficult for others. I like our writing to be more accessible, especially those who only read Yiddish. Yeah, something like this. I'll be sure to send you some samples when I'm finished, Klaus. Good, I like them. Yes, I'm fine. Klaus, what are you working on? I need to get ready to sell to travellers as the pass is open. But lately I've been printing the 12 articles of the town. Thanks to Father Thomas, everyone in town can read, at least well enough to make it through that sheet. There's got a lot of people talking and a lot of coming over to Otto's way of thinking. Well, you heard him yourself, Andreas. What do you think of what's happening in Tassing? I think the abbot's in a difficult position. He's just trying to find a way through it. Well, you can barely find a way through that isn't on the back of our farmer in town. They've been dealing with these tax difficulties for years, now they can't even use the forest. The abbot must be able to appeal to some higher authority for aid. Who, the Pope? The Duke of Bavaria may lend him military aid, but money is unlikely. could try and sit down with Otto and work something out. Otto tried to reason with him, the abbot won't listen. We're sympathetic with what's happened here. We've still worked all through Swabia. Peasants are suffering. It's true, but I worry about what will happen in Tassing. Blah. And there. Just go into labour already. Peasants are no match for the soldiers of the Swabian League. What is the Swabian League? Mercenaries, soldiers for hire, they rally for coin, not for cause. We can't speak to their motives as we've tried to stay away from them, but they were intimidating even at a distance. If the peasants aren't careful, Tassing could draw this wrong sort of attention. I know that Otto and the peasants are taking a risk, but I believe Otto will keep things peaceful. Anyway, it's not the Swabian League we have to worry about, but the soldiers of the Duke of Bavaria. Bavaria. The Prince Bishop has the church's authority in the Duke's lands surround Tassing and Kiersau. Thus, I'm sorry for never writing back. What happened here in Tassing and Kiersau? I just wanted to forget it. I was too much of a coward to write back. But after hearing Bert and Marie passed, I'm sorry. No, this is it. This is it. Oh no, I was afraid of this. We can't travel now. This is all my fault. We should have left Basil earlier. I love you, Med. Remember, be quiet. I don't care. I need help. Yes, we need a midwife. Is there one who would accept Rachel? I could fetch Dr. Schultz. No, we need Agnes. Agnes deliver every child as long as I remember. She will not turn around any woman away. You're a mensch. Gentlemen, enough with the thanks. Get me the midwife. Andreas, you're forgiven. Caspar, it was good to have you over, but you both have to leave. Of course. Go back, Rachel. Okay, fetch Agnes. Thank you for joining us, Andreas. Almost forgot, you should go see the bonfire preparations in Town Common. You missed them on your last visit. That was in the Commons, yeah? Going to burn an effigy. Everyone seems to be working off for the bonfire tonight. The Commons look festive, decorated like this. Look at the flowers, Master, and the bonfire is huge. How's the fire coming? Those logs work out. One for everyone, Andreas? Coming along as expected. Oh. Saw them in the background going in. Right, everyone, remember, after the bonfire tonight, we celebrate as usual. We will all gather in the woods and the women will collect herbs tradition demands. Also, the abbot has forbidden harvesting in the forest. Please, for everyone's sake, reconsider your actions. Thank you, Father, but the abbot's orders goes against Lord's law. The forest belongs to us all, as do all its game and fowl and fish. We cannot claim ownership over that which the Lord gave us to hold in common. No, I'm sorry, Father, we'll proceed as planned. Tassing has never let anything get in the way of our St. John's customs as long as I can remember. We won't start now. I remember tomorrow I will show you proof that, as sure as the sun turns around the earth, God and our saints are with us. I'm pretty sure by this time people understood that the earth revolved around the sun, but Good day, Andreas. Brother Bolslav. He looked upset at Otto's announcement. Is everything alright? Otto has become more aggressive in his defiance of the abbot. Father Colonel will take this news well. Well, who's telling? Otto just announced his plan in the commons and tassing of a small town. Of course the abbot will hear about it. Fair point. But why is the abbot so angry about it? Didn't you just hear Father Thomas Andreas? The abbot declared the woods off limits. But why? Why are they off limits? Anyway, it's not for me to say. I'm sure the abbot will tell you more. He sent me with an invitation for you to dine with him tonight. I'm sure the father will want to discuss the situation over supper. Excuse me. Of course I'll attend. Thank you, Brother Bolslav. Does the invitation extend to Caspar as well? I'm sorry, Andreas, but Father Abbot has asked you to come to his house alone. Phew. Please tell the abbot I'll see him this evening. Well, I guess I'll see what the fuss is about. I'll meet you back at Golden Hand after dinner, alright? Can I help set up the festival decorations while you're with the abbot? Yes, but be back before Sunday, alright? Yes, thank you, Master. I'll see you later. Let's talk to Werner. Andreas. Bonfire is much simpler than the one in Nuremberg, but it's so all the same. Hill. Hello, Master Maler. Then we have Andreas. Brigitte. Hello, Andreas. If I go past the guest house, the abbot house, he's gonna murder me. You're not. God bless you, Andreas. I'm glad to see you received my invitation. Are you ready to eat? Yes. Good. Andreas, thank you for coming to dinner. I would admit I was surprised I received your invitation, but I'm pleased to come. Yes, well, when I heard you had returned to Cassing, the Lord convinced my heart to let bygones be bygones. I think it's high time we reconcile, Master Maler. Please sit. We'll pray together. Bless us, O Lord, in these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Lord, direct each of us here towards your wisdom, prudence, and guidance in our future actions. I don't think I didn't realise that, Sadiq. Through Christ our Lord, Amen. Amen. Sneeze again. I can feel it coming. But the Bolslav was indeed prompt in delivering a message, and surprised you deigned drop by at all. You have done quite well for yourself after all. It's good to see that your time at Kiersau was not squandered. You have a look at the part of the famous artist now. What have you done in recent years after leaving such a mess in Tassing? I've commissioned of marrying Christ, waiting for me in Nuremberg, but my patron wants to keep adding more of his associates in. I'm dreading going back to it. Sure, the Lord will grant you strength to succeed in such a difficult endeavour. Right. Why did you really invite me here, Father? In truth, I'd hoped to discuss the rising tensions between the Abbey and townspeople. I'd like to clarify the situation for you, Andreas. Clarify what exactly? Simply want to ensure you understand the circumstances objectively from all angles. I believe you only heard from one side of the issue, Andreas. Otto's little speeches about taxes don't account for the entire situation. Why demand such high taxes then, father? Leibkuchen. Go to pheasant first. With the scriptural enclosure, the taxes are necessary to keep up the lost income. Monastic scriptoria have been falling out of favour out of fashion for a century. You didn't plan for the inevitable by pairing other revenue streams. Don't put the fault on me, Andreas. These taxes are a direct consequence of your actions after you've accused Fenrich. He managed the scriptorium. Kiersau was different, Andreas. Until recently, the monastery had patrons, like Lorenz, to help keep it going. Since then, I've been trying to find other revenue, but the other brothers won't cooperate or hear my ideas, especially Dog. Brother Guy has gone over the expenses himself. Raising taxes is the best way to cover those costs. What about prohibiting the peasants from using the forest? That's a huge restriction. The forest belongs to the Abbey and the peasants have no right to use it. Legally, it's theft. It won't harm the Abbey to let the townsfolk pick up sticks. Such theft deprives the Abbey of its natural resources. Since the Abbey does not produce anything else, it must be able to sustain itself somehow, especially under such financial stress. Have you no pity for anyone, Tessing? I am more upset to the townsfolk have no pity for us. I hear they will continue their disobedience by collecting herbs in St. John's Eve. The whole town knows I've forbidden it. The matter is grave, and I will excommunicate anyone who defies my order. I condemn the town over something so petty. That is up to them. Remaining impartial will be impossible as long as you're in town. Support me in ending this foolish rebellion. You have a reputation in town, Andreas. You're a successful man, and townsfolk believe they are like you. I'd like you to convince the other town folks, the printer for example, that this uprising is not in their best interests. The rest of the town will follow, and the peasants will have no chance to resist. We can end this peacefully. The peasants have genuine grievances. Why not just talk to them and negotiate? I am a forgiving man, but Otto's stubbornness has challenged even me. Otto has passed the point of talking, Andreas. That's why I am begging you for help in this matter. Please take more time to think about it. I apologise, we must conclude for now. I must excuse myself. I'm expected to lead a service at Compline tonight. Think of what we discussed, Andreas. I can trust you can find your way out. Oh, Father Abbot, good night. The commons. Just waiting for the color to strike. You know, Andreas Maler, I never thought I'd see you back here again. I came back to pay my respects to Kiro. I'm sorry, I didn't know the man, but I heard others speak well of him. How have you been, Helena? A little Martha managed to survive since your last visit, thank God. The lady not so well. You must know that perhaps we have to go with. I thought I was trying to make Cabot see some sense, but I'm worried he's being on fire. Father Peter and the other farmers supported him, but it's dangerous to overrate the Duke. Anton's still too young to get mixed up in all this, and we have Martha to look after now. Maybe the towns will keep him down. I hope so. They have more to lose if things go rightly. Carl's always been such a hothead, and Anton takes after him. I pray nothing happens to them. Now then, I best get back to my work. Until later. Until then. Why can't I just open the salt mine again? That's to do with the notes. Oh, she's still here. Well, well, Andreas the painter. Good to see you too, Otelia. Well, did I say it was good to see you? The only reason I remember you is because you bothered me about that rat, the Baron. Anyway, no time to talk now, fancy man. It's time to cool the fire. Does St. John's Eve mean a lot to you? St. Eve, right. Enjoy the evening, Andreas. But if you want my advice, stay out of the woods tonight. Evening, Andreas. Say, how do you like the bonfire? We built it nice this year. Thick and sturdy. It's a fine set of fellow. Excellent work. I know we can't compare to where you come from, but we still give it all in celebration of the light who prepared the way for our Lord. And don't you remember Andreas Maler, the master artist? Okay, I've seen you around town. That'll be proud. Hello, Master Maler. How are you? I'm well, thank you, young man. Anton's a good boy. Let me tell you, a bit of a rascal, as you can see. But he's got a good head and a good heart. Let's hide it up. Will you stop? Easy to roll you up, just like your mother. What do you think of the festival, Anton? It's fine, I guess. Like the fires when they're lit, the mountains get between four like stars. It's like when people get drunk and rowdy as the night goes on. Against fights and all. Oh, anyone in particular? Well, it's not lately, but Martin used to get in trouble. Don't got a good eye. Martin's been a solid fellow once he came back, but he sometimes drinks too much. He's gone down lately, you know, he used to be kind of a shit. Danny's boy, God doesn't look kindly on blasphemy. Those are your words, Dad. Just drink firmly, the prescription says better for your soul. just say, don't let your mother catch you with that mouth. And Howard's laying and she not tending the bonfire, which she saw in the woods. Short moments later, she wound up after with their toes in the stream, and to pick flowers for garlands and wreaths. It's important to hold true traditions. You're right, especially with the times we're having. Besides, when you come up and Helen will come up also. The blossom of a fern out there. For instance, flower, that means no power to speak with animals to you boy. I doubt I have anything interesting to say anyway. Animals can't talk, I'm not a baby now. Indeed, you are not, even you're a bit short for your age. I joke, now let's just enjoy the celebrations. Let you get back to it now. Pleasure until later, Andreas. Good evening, Andreas. Nice to see you here. Oh, look who it is. Hey? Yeah, the artist. You're still around? I thought to stay and enjoy the festivities. You call this a festival? You haven't seen nothing yet. You're not going to tell the story again, are you? You get to learn it by heart. Else, Pershka will run you down. Ah, it's just about the wild hunt. Yes, it draws near. Heed my warnings. Grandpa, you're getting agitated again. Not good for your health. Nonsense, I can live any past out there. So, where was I? The wild hunt? Yes, did you bring your mask? I didn't realize I was supposed to bring one. The fools I have to suffer. The mask will protect us, once we banish the witch and the spirit. Into Pushka's path. Punishes all humans she finds in the woods and St. John's Eve. Since only witches are out in the wilderness. By one call will be turned to animals. No one but a priest can turn them back. I guess I can imagine a worse punishment. You joke artist, but you won't be laughing when Pushta finds you. Stay indoors tonight if you want to. Come outside, stay within the light of St. John's fire. At least St. Satya blessed the herbs of the forest this night. And the woman will gather the herbs regardless of that bastard abbot. It's certainly important to stop them the winter. I can teach you more about the traditions. Grab some of those ashes. Get you after the bonfire died down. Fine. Therefore, the ashes will be good for the soil in the garden. You're smart ass or a city boy, eh? Unless we drive the cattle across ashes too, keep them from disease. Now that story time is over, how are you enjoying the evening so far, Andreas? I've spoken to a few other people here, very enlightening. It's the best time to spend time with your friends. Heard anything interesting? He's nosing about other people. I've also been invited to have dinner with the Abbot. I guess the chicken never stops. Can't say I'm a signature about killing the animals. Yeah, but the bastard can not feel like a thief in a man's robe full of hollow words. Maybe you can talk some sense into Father Gernot. There's no reason for easy for us saying this. I'd like we're asking for a touch. I do all I can. So obviously, this was a conversation that was meant to take place before the meeting. The bonfire is much simpler than the one at home for the same. Yes, Andreas, look at how big the bonfire is. The decorations are so fancy. The St. John's Eve Festival was a big event for us. I missed the last time I was here. Have you ever been to a festival like this? No, I've never seen anything like this. Can I stay at the bonfire to the costume and watch them for a tour, Mr. Maler, please? But before I don't get in their way, I'm too tired for the festival thing. I'll turn in for the night. Yes, I promise I won't make trouble. I'll see you tomorrow night. So I can't even talk the whole time. See what happens. What am I meant to be doing? To go around all these streets. It's been no life. Hot. Come home. I will, soon. You're lying. Sometimes I think you must despise me. But maybe it's worse than that. Maybe I'm him to be regarded all. What am I to you now? An annoyance, a bother? A nuisance to be ignored, or you lead another life in London? Was there ever an ounce of love in your heart for me? This was never about love, Sabine. About at first, no. I suppose it was too much to hope that a seed of tenderness could grow between us. I don't you when you're like this. Say nothing. Fine. Get back to your work. The only thing that truly makes you happy. This house is lonely without him. Stop. Her presence would only amplify the grief. Stop. Leave me alone. Leave me alone with the memory of him. Just leave me alone, just for one night. One night where I don't have to dream about him. Please. Thank you. So obviously I had a son. I think is what that means. August. Hello, August. Am I supposed to just wait here with you? Suppose I can do that. Just pass the night in silence with you. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. Suppose there's not much one can do against plague. Do you get tired where you are? Last time I saw you, I said goodnight to you. Couldn't come to bed, so I stood in the doorway, just stood in the dark. You didn't say anything back, so I said again. I don't know how long I stood there, just waiting for you to say goodnight. You still look the same age to me. I wonder if I'll ever forget your face. Do you remember her mother as she is? I remember loving her. Do you ever picture someone clearly if you love them? Loved you so much. Sometimes I wish I could die so I wouldn't feel it anymore. But I can't, so I retrace my steps every night. I find my way back to her, back to you. I love you, August. Good night. What happened to this place? Where's Pastor John? Where Socrates is the Gobian? Gobian was on the whole ship of fools. Won't you answer me? No thoughts of Beatrice? You're Beatrice, aren't you? Once. The voice of caution or prudence. And now? More or less than cautious. The ache of doubt. The stiffness to paralyze. Paralysis that breeds despair. Melancholia. What happened to the others? What happened to you? What happens to us? The foundations of the city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. Its court does not rule your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the edges of your intellect. I am all that remains. The melancholy of life's autumn. How did it come to this? You have turned your gaze to your own dark center. You know the courses of your own You know the course of your own life. You know how the choices you've made have brought you here. What am I supposed to do about it now? Change your life. Wait, I shouldn't be here. I need to help someone. Is Gaspar alright? So your thoughts aren't entirely turned inward. There's still something in you that cares for others in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there is still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas. I assume he's in the meadow. We're in the forest, sorry. About this way. Hello Andreas, enjoying the bonfire. Costume looks like a fancy night dress. Looking for Caspar, have you seen him? No, I haven't seen the boy tonight. A group of townspeople went into the forest to collect herbs though. Might see if he wandered off from them. Enjoy the festival while you're at it, Andreas. Mr. Andreas, what are you doing out here? Thank God, I was worried when he didn't come back. Where have you been? It's at the bonfire with Killian. I heard a ruckus from deep in the woods. I left to go and see what it was. Oh, the girl, what are you doing out here? Chasing one of the townsfolk but lost track of the costume buffoon. The first was off limits. I'll figure out who's breaking the rules. I'll excommunicate them myself. What was that? Someone screaming in town. They're really taking this nonsense too far this year. Let's get back to town together and see what the noise was. Duh, someone else has been murdered, haven't they? I've never seen these flowers before. I wonder where they found them. It was running off anyway. Too hard to tell who's who in their stupid costumes. we can worry about that later. Let's check on town first. Dead, I'm afraid so. Someone released the rope. The platform crushed him. What? How did this happen? Something that hurts. I heard the Belters and Lenhard and I heard the crash and stepped outside to see what had happened. Right, and then we saw a figure in a costume rushing off from the rat house. Must have been her who released the rope. And what were you doing during this, Lenhard? Enjoying our light meal with these gentlemen? Ah, what a shame, we can't blame you for this, Peter. Casper, I'd love to see a lot of a note. So there's nothing. You certain? What were you expecting? I'm not sure. Just stand there and be accused of such a foul by a peasant. Wait, no, the abbot wasn't with us. He's innocent. Right, there was no way he could have killed Walter. Grab the artist and the boy too. We'll get to the bottom of this. Gaspar, run. The Abbey. Brothers, in the library now. They're out for the church, this way. They've locked the door. Get out of the way. Otto's death demands justice. The abbot cannot kill Otto. He was with us when we found the body. That's true, he did arrive with you, but you don't know where he was before that, do you, Andreas? What would you want to kill Otto? Coward, kill us. Andreas, move. I don't like this stance any more than you, but violence is not the answer here, Peter. These monks don't come out. We'll set fire to the whole place and cook them. We've all gone mad. We have all good reasons to hate the abbot, but he's not the culprit here. It doesn't seem like the abbot could really kill Otto, does it? Find out. You've got one day to find out whoever you think is the real killer, Andreas. Otherwise we'll all come back to the abbot. Andreas, all I want is justice for my husband. Please, you must find the murderer. Otto was a good man. I won't stop until I find who killed him. The peasants are really convinced that Gernot killed Otto, but it wasn't possible. Peter's temper got in the way. The abbot didn't talk about the result of Otto's cause. Master Peter was furious. It's only given you a day to find the murderer. Why'd you even agree to find him really called Otto anyway? So anyway, it didn't turn out well last time, did it? Why do it again? Exactly what I was thinking. I don't want to talk about it. So, do you even think, who do you think, where do we even start? With Chota Lenhardt, he always hated the peasants and supported the abbot. He was very vocal against Otto and the townscomen the other day. That's too simple. If you think of him, I know who had the motivation to do so. What about Martin Power? When we saw him, there seemed to be arguing over something. It's unlikely. Martin supported Otto and the peasants. Might be worth talking to Martin to see what they were discussing. He might have had an idea who wanted to kill him. Good idea, who else? I'm sure we can find some other suspects. We'll have to do some more investigating to find out who the murderer is, but we better move fast. Could the murderer confess to Father Thomas? Well, maybe, even if the murderer did, Father Thomas' summary confession, it won't tell us. However, he could eavesdrop on confessions. Since St. John's Eve just happened, the townsfolk will come in to confess. But also ask around the Golden Hand. Travellers might have seen or heard something useful. Right, we have to find the source of these flowers in the woods. They might give us some sort of connection to the killer. Right, I know this flower is a marsh marigold, of course, and wet shaded wood. Perhaps around the shrine to St. Satya, the largest tree in the area, will provide the adequate environment. We have a lot of good place to start. Even though time is short, we have a good chance of finding the real killer. Alright, let's get to work. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm kind of disappointed that we, I don't think it was Fenris or Fenric or whatever you want to call him. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. But that's what happens when I don't investigate properly. So I'm going to have to try and make sure I actually do everything in my diaries before that. Like I said, if it actually said this will lead to the events that lead to the end of Act 1, I could have made sure I actually complete everything. But anyway, now there's been another murder, so Otto has been murdered by having the construction of the rat house dropped upon him. We'll have to talk to some townspeople, go to the shrine of St. Satya, try to eavesdrop on, so those three things I think. Talk to Lenhardt, try to eavesdrop, go to the shrine of St. Satya. But I think we'll have to obviously do that in the next episode. In the meantime, if you're enjoying the series and you want to keep updated, then please consider subscribing to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up and leave any feedback or suggestions in the comment section below the video. And until next time, this was White Heart Gaming. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye everybody.